What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is doing good. Welcome back to another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk here on the Queen Candy Podcast. Okay, y'all, this week we are talking about how to be your own boss. And when we talk about that, we don't mean on the business side. We mean how to be the boss of your own life. What we're going to be talking about this Sunday, this hour, is basically, how to take control, um, how to stop making excuses, how to house up. That's something we know we've talked about here on the Queen Candy Podcast numerous times. Um, just short version. We've heard our people, men, women, black people, with every excuse in the book. Of course, like we said, we can't speak for any black men at all. We're not a man, obviously, but we've heard women, whether you have kids or not. We've heard every excuse as to why you can't go to school, music, business, relationships, whatever. And we've been there ourselves. So we already know that whole process, all that BS, whole 9 yards. And we felt the same way, feeling like this was it. There was really no way out, or so we thought. Um, fixing our situation. And also, like, we made the mistake, or should we say the choice, of relying on a no good man. Yeah, we said it, to fix our life or to fix our situation. And past, keyword past, relationship we were in, you know, it just wasn't feasible. It was improbable. It was just insane, insanity. We was doing the same thing over and over, and it turned out the same way. And we looking crazy like, oh wow, how again, again, and we left all of them because we was like, this just ain't gonna change. You not gonna change. You know, it's what we say. We had to realize it's really up to us. That's what we really had to realize. It's not up to anybody else. It was the only thing we really blamed ourselves for in them past relationships was not really leaving and accepting so much behavior we knew wasn't no good, but we women feel like, or we had this hope that somebody's gonna change, or they're gonna try to do better. Man, if they ain't got no love for themselves, as Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach, or they don't want to even wake up, we claim they own the love themselves. Bottom line, ladies, answer us this: how you think they're gonna do that for you? And it's something we had to ask ourselves. They can't do that for us because they don't know how to do that for themselves. And that isn't necessarily our fault. So that's when you really have to, is this something I'm going to keep accepting? Is this something that's normal? Is this even having any type of love, period, for themselves or me? That's what we really had to ask. And dealing with all the shade and hate going on right now, we still going through that process of taking control because we're the ones that have it. Of course, we know our lives in the driver's seat always. We're in the passenger seat. But when we say take control, we still have to do that. We made a choice to save our own life. Nobody made us, as people like to believe. We were not forced. We ain't being putting no chokehold or, being held prisoner, nothing like that. Ain't nothing going down like that. We done heard that so many times, like we just up here just doing whatever. And these the same people. We already know the same people that don't ask what's going on in your life, don't support, but they the main ones that got something to say every time. They not doing no better than you, no better than us, but they got something to say. And that's one of the biggest issues, one of them, with our people. We always want to open our mouths. We got an opinion like a butthole. Everybody got one. But they not making the necessary changes or steps, if you will, to change their own life. So how in the world they gonna give you advice? This is something we had to go through, whole process, fighting back, allowing people to make us feel like we had to defend ourselves or we owe them an explanation, man, whatever, kick rocks, get gone. You don't like us, you hate us, or you don't approve of what we do, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You don't want to change your life or do better, you want to settle or live a mediocre life, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We just refuse to. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we got into doing music and, at that time doing modeling in a different way. Of course, we stepped up doing our own business as well. And, it's a process. Everything you do is. But, even if nobody don't ever say it to us, we part of ourselves. Shoot. And we hear mainly from our husband, just to be real. Nobody else really support a thing that we do unless we paying them. You see, that's another issue. People want you to pay them and show up for this and meet here and do that, blah, blah, blah. No. Get your own platform. We have to use, all this social media right now, but it's a way we can get our own. It's always a way. But if you're going to use it in the meantime, get on your own platform. Just saying, stop getting on these other people bandwagon, expecting them to be there for you, and they're not, because everybody ain't got the same mentality, they ain't got the same heart. Stop expecting them to do that. It's not in them. All they want is money out of you. And another issue with our people is we don't want to help unless we getting paid. When you can work with your brother or your sister, when we understand what that truly means, and everybody can eat, everybody can grow, everybody can shine and progress, but we so much in competition that, and the big people, they up there doing it. And we have a small platform. Like I said, we don't care. It is what it is. We already know as long as we don't quit or stop or give up, we ain't got nowhere to go but up. That's the beautiful thing, or the bright side, as we believe in Islam, about being at the bottom. And we ain't gonna lie, that's where we at right now. Whatever, talk about us all you want, we don't care. But that's the good thing about being down at the bottom. Ain't nowhere to go but up. But when you taking control, bossing up, and you own it, okay, I messed up. This where I slipped up at. I'm gonna do this different next time. I'm gonna connect with the right people. I'm not gonna hold myself back, because we like to blame other people for holding us back, and they try to. Don't get us wrong, but if you allow that to happen, who's really to blame? We just being honest. Who's really to blame? And we had to tell ourselves that too. We allowed keywords to stop us, get in our way, and we like, nah. And we told this to our husband. He'll tell you. You may not like everything we do, whatever decisions we make, but we learning more and more to make smarter decisions about our life, business, personal, family, whatever. We making better decisions. So, either you're gonna support or you can get out of our way. We're gonna do this the righteous way. We're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna make sure this time we connect with the right people. And we already know it's going to take us a couple extra steps. It's going to take us a little bit longer to better ourselves, to step up and do what we need to do. A lot of times it's doing what we got to do. It's not always that. That's not how life works. It's just not, y'all. So what we're going to do, y'all, is we're going to take our first break, hit y'all with another track, and we're going to be back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. All right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Candy Podcast. We are doing another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Okay, so before we went into the break, y'all, we were talking about being the boss of your own life. And once again, we don't mean on the business side. What we mean is, taking control, owning up, and we're gonna get into that. Um, Claiming, where you messed up, fell short, um, whole 9 yards. Um, Realizing, where we fall short at is a huge part of stepping up and analyzing, looking at your life. And if you can say, like we always say, you really happy, hey, we always say, do you? But we can only really speak for ourselves. We want the lifestyle, the decisions we were making, the people we were around, whole 9 yards. It just, we thought we was doing it. We thought we was happy. We had our moments, here and there, of course, but overall, our health, our mental, emotion, business, family, relationship, we can go down the list. It wasn't feasible. It wasn't working. And where we blamed ourselves at was, we wasn't really opening our mouth. We wasn't really, stepping up. We wasn't, we was hiding fear because we were so worried, like, about what other people was gonna say or, what they was gonna do when we tried to step on our own and pretty much do our own thing. And that ain't no way to live. Being in fear all the time or worrying about what other people gonna say or do, that's just, it ain't no way to live at all. That's like being inside of a prison inside your own damn mind and being too afraid to step up and be out there and, be different and not being a copy, not doing what you see, everybody else do. Like we said, we're not knocking nobody, do you, but we just knew somewhere like on the inside of us that it just, we wasn't meant to do what everybody else is doing. We weren't meant to copy them or, you know, repeat the same thing over and over. We have to do it right now, but we hate working for other people. We always knew as well, like, we supposed to be running the show. We supposed to be being our own boss. We supposed to be leading, showing especially our people, black people, how to do it the right way. And nobody is perfect by any means, but you know, we just knew that. That's the only thing we can really say. We never have anything planned. We have a schedule, don't get us wrong. But when we jump on here, do our show, whatever, we speaking off the top of our head. Cause we plan stuff and we get people planning, we just, that's the only way we can keep it 100. Yeah, man. That's the only way we can keep it 100. But we really going through all that drama, all that unnecessary stuff we could have avoided, but we didn't. We were stupid, letting people get in our emotions and, oh wow, and just fighting physically, verbally, emotionally, to the point where we went through think every type of mental illness you can think of, and that was because we was afraid and we was allowing people to control us. Keyword allow. Um, that we blamed ourselves for. Sometimes, and we talked to our husband about this, like off and on. We could have been better off probably doing more things by now. But like we said, you live and you learn. Now that we know better, and it's still gonna be a fight every day. But as long as you don't quit, you're gonna get there. It's still gonna be a fight every day. Just getting rid of emotion, not letting people step in the way of what Allah is doing in our life, because they ain't about to happen by any means. Like we said, if you got an issue or a problem with what we doing, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Keep that wherever you at. Whatever you doing, like we said, we don't ask nobody. Exactly. Be yourself and enjoy your life. Do it the right way though. Long as you do you over there, you don't bother us, we don't bother you, because we the type, we don't bother nobody. Straight up. You happy with your life? Do you. For real. And that's all we can say. What's up, sugar? That's all we can say. That's what we had to learn. Stop letting that happen. For real. Stop letting that happen. It's your fault. It's your fault. No shot. No insult to nobody, but this something we had to tell ourselves. Like, we held ourselves back. We let people hold us back because we were scared. Now that we know, and thanks to our husband really helped us to realize, they're only attacking you because you special. And like, he broke it down to us in math, and no lie, y'all, when he did that, we started crying. We started boo-hoo crying. We was like, what the hell? So they tried to make us this whole entire time feel like we was a failure and we was nothing, and we was like gum under their shoe, and we was the opposite the whole entire time. Man, get out of here. We was pissed. We was pissed off. Don't get us wrong. Thank you. We was pissed off. Don't get us wrong. And at the same time, it was like an epiphany, a revelation that we had, if you will. And we was like, oh, so this what we on. And we finna say this, y'all. Our own people, our black people, we do this to each other. Because we be so much in competition, we don't want to see each other do good. And that's what we dealt with. Our kids' dad, family, people we didn't even know, ain't never met, probably will never meet, try their hardest, still doing it now. Had our ex, daughter dad. We finna say it. We had to block everybody on every platform we could think of. Because every time they came at us, it was with some kind of negativity. Like, we just awful mom because we trying to better ourselves, or we don't want to die, we want to live, and we want to do better. Please, somebody help that make sense to me. That don't make sense. You should want to see somebody do better and, see somebody succeed. But that's the problem we got. We don't. But that's also, and like we said, we can't speak for the fellas. We're going to speak for the women. But that's what we women do. It's like when we get married and have kids, who always gives up the most? It be the women. We wind up staying home, taking care of the kids. And like we said, don't get us wrong. Some women like being a stay-at-home mom. Hey, like we said, as long as you happy, do you. We love being the mother. Don't get us wrong. We have 4 kids. Don't get us wrong. We love being the mother, but we just we knew somewhere we was supposed to be doing more than that. And honestly, if we could do it all over again, we wouldn't change nothing. We wouldn't. That's gonna sound crazy, but we wouldn't, because it got us to where we are now. And we still going through a whole process, a whole a new path. We'll put it that way, a new path. And it's gonna be a fight. It will be, but we've been fighting as long as we can remember, so it ain't nothing new to us. Straight up, ain't nothing new. But what we try to tell ourselves is, and we encourage y'all to do this too, it can always be worse. Number one, we could be dead. Just saying, we could be dead, not even having a chance to do a show, do nothing. We could be laying in a hospital bed right now, fighting a disease, bearing one of our kids, and we thank Allah, Allah's the greatest, that we are not dealing with none of that. So what we going through right now, ain't no way to go but up. It's just not. There's nowhere to go but up. And of course, you still gonna have people along the way running their mouth with an opinion like a butthole. Everybody got one. We say it all the time on here. Everybody got an opinion, but they the main ones not trying to do nothing. When you talking to us, it got to make sense. And that's what my husband be saying all the time. For real, it got to make sense because we have all these excuses. Well, just like, we just gonna throw us out there, like DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. Our people don't even want to do that because they don't feel like driving around all day. We just started a new job. We gotta stand on our feet. Any job you have, you're gonna have to stand on your feet. Easy job. All we gotta do, thank you. All we gotta do is fold up laundry, put towels in. Congrats, Tilo. All we gotta do is put towels in the thing. People don't even want to do that because they don't want to be on their feet all day. That's so lazy. That's so lazy to us. You want to get paid, right? You don't want to, as we like to use, elevate. And people will need to look up definitions of the word they're using because y'all ain't know what the word elevate means. Look it up. Straight up. We're just saying. But, we come with all these excuses. We come with all these reasons. Honestly, all we hear. Y'all remember that show, Charlie Brown, where the teacher be talking? It sound like wah, 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 wah. That's what we hear when we hear our people talk. Man, either you're going to boss up or you're going to get up and make some moves or you're going to be a customer. Just like we heard our husband say in one of his songs. Everybody ain't going to be a boss. Somebody got to be a customer. Real talk. And people don't want to hear that. Congrats, sugar. People don't want to hear that.
And why men and women can't stick together.
Oh, that too. And we already did that show, y'all. Y'all got to go back and listen to it. And we might do it again. But another example of why women can't stick together. Straight up. We got all these excuses, all this anger, and hey, we can argue. We can fuss and fight all day long, but don't want to make no moves. We don't want to do nothing. We don't want to do absolutely nothing at all. All right, y'all. So what we about to do real fast is take another quick break. Hit y'all with another track. And when we come back on the Queen Candy Podcast, we're going to give y'all a few solutions, on how to boss up, take control of your own life, and, do stuff different. You ain't got to be like everybody else. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do that. Be different. Stand out. They're going to talk about you. So what? Tell them to kick rocks. Real talk. So what we're going to do, y'all, is going to another commercial break, y'all, and then we are going to come back on the Queen Candy Podcast. Okay, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Candy Podcast. What we finna do is, like we said, give y'all a few little tidbits, if you will. Give y'all all our social media, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So like we said, once again, we talking about how to boss up and take control of your life. And no, once again, we do not mean on the business side. Um, that's one of the areas. But before you even get to that, you have to do something a lot of us don't want to do. And what's that? Hold yourself accountable and take responsibility for where you at in your life. That's the number one thing we had to do. Of course, the people we dealt with don't even matter whether they was right or wrong. That's irrelevant. Um, we had to accept where we went wrong, where we was stupid at, where we was in our little emotions, um, attitude, fighting physically, verbally, whatever you want to call it. And we had to accept that we may never get an apology. We may never get accountability from them, and we had to let go. You holding on to the past is the reason why it's in your rear view, because it's done. It's over with. Move on. We ain't got to deal with them people no more. That's a choice too. Another one we made, cut them off. The people you hanging around, you see they ain't making no changes, they ain't doing nothing different. Thank you. They ain't doing nothing different. Get rid of them. All they're talking about is negativity and how to take somebody girl or take somebody dude or be in the streets or whatever. They ain't doing nothing different. Them 10 plus years or whatever, cut them off. We don't block family. We don't block dudes we got kids with. We don't block people we used to do business with that don't support us no more. Well, I guess it wasn't we're supporting in the first place, but it is what it is. Blocked all of them. We don't care. You can't, yeah, straight up, for real. You can't love us or be happy for me or support. Holler. We don't want you around us. We're not trying to make no moves or, accept nothing. You don't want to hear nothing, but you quick to give advice, but you can't take it. See, straight up. Don't want you around. We post all the time. We promote everything we do every day. We don't be on there putting all our personal business on there for what? Just to get some attention, man? Please get out of here. We have to accept that. Stop being in competition. Just because you see somebody else, just like us, we do a podcast. We see other people doing better. So what? We don't know what they doing to get their followers or to connect with people. We don't know what they doing. What we do, we go on, we connect with people. Hey, I just want to network, do business, whatever. We don't know what they doing. We know what we work. We not finna compete and mess around and get dead. For what? Yeah, we see people, they doing interviews and stuff all the time, all day and night. Come on. They doing interviews and stuff all the time. Constant got people on their show, cussing, weave, makeup, whole 9 yards. Got all the advice in the world about how to promote your podcast and level up, but they want some money. Nah, they ain't even got no truth really behind the thing they do. They don't. Just saying. They do not. Ain't no truth behind it. All they want is money. And that's why a lot of us support. Ain't even no support, really. That's why a lot of us get on people bandwagon. If you will. For real. Because we benefit. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. Get on your own platform. You gotta use these platforms right now, but you know what we mean. You ain't gotta be connected with nobody. That's what we had to learn and realize. We paying money to do all this stuff we can be doing ourselves. Don't be afraid to step outside or have that fear of the norm and do something different. Everybody ain't gonna gravitate. Everybody ain't gonna pull in. They ain't gonna want to network with you, especially us because we Muslim. We know it's because of our name. We know it's because of our religion. We know it's because we bring in the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Yeah, we said it. Everybody want to go to falsehood. Everybody want to gravitate to what's familiar to them or what's going to make them comfortable, what's going to make them feel good. We're not here for that. Do we want to make money doing what we're doing? Yeah, but that's not the main ultimate goal. Absolutely not. It's not. We here to get ears. We here to wake y'all up. We here to let y'all know this ain't what you think it is. It's absolutely not. It's a fantasy. Everybody want to be in competition though. Live your life, do what you want to do, but what we fail to realize, and we had to learn this the hard way, there's a penalty behind everything you're doing. You're going to make a lot mad. When you trying to be bigger than him or number one, or please explain to us what that means, or you want to be seen, everything you're doing don't include him, not a thing at all, yeah, it's going to eventually fall. Just like our husband keep reminding us. We don't talk to him numerous times, like, and y'all, for those that follow us, you know we promote every day. Every day. Still don't get the attention that other people get. But like we said, we're not in competition because we don't know what they're doing. Don't want to know. We know it's not under righteousness. We know it's under falsehood. We know this. But it is what it is. So, like we said, number one, take responsibility. And this ain't even got to be in exact order. It don't. Take responsibility. Own up. Step outside the norm. Be an original. Don't be a copy. Use your own name. You ain't gotta be attached to nobody else. Get a righteous name, number one, then use that. No matter how hard it gets, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. Keep going. You want to be weak and give up? Yeah, that's on you. Look up the definition of that word too. Because we throw that word out all day and we don't know what it means. Look up the definition of weak and then come back and get with us. We just saying. These are just many ways. Realize you are a real queen without hiding who you are. A real queen, king with all that hair on your face. Wash it behind. Feel good on the inside and the outside. Because people can see right through that. You're not taking care of yourself or you don't love yourself. It shows. We think we hide it. You're not. You're not. People saw straight through us and we knew it. When we was going through, it showed on the outside. Now, you can be going through it right now. You ain't gonna be able to tell. For real. For real. And that's all we can say with that. We love ourselves. It took a lot of hell we had to go through to get here. So now we got zero sympathy for excuses, for haters, for angry, mean, vindictive people. We just don't. I want to kick you when you're down and keep kicking some more and keep kicking some more. And once they see you still passed out, still kick you. It's like they can't get enough of it. But tearing you down as much as they think they're going to. Keyword think. And they can only do that if you allow them to. If you allow. So, with all that being said, how to boss up and taking control of your own life Ain't no room for excuse. Ain't no room to be no punk or no weak woman or no weak man. Either you're gonna do it or keep settling for that weak, pathetic, mediocre life that you already got. That you will have nobody to blame for but yourself. And that's all we can say about that, y'all. So what we're going to do is take our last break, come back in and give y'all our social media. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So we will be back on the Queen Candy Podcast. All right, y'all, and just like that, once again, that was our last commercial break. We are back on the Queen Candy Podcast, doing another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. So what we about to do real quick, y'all, is give y'all all our social media. We're gonna hit y'all with one more track, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So of course y'all already know this and every Sunday y'all can come through and check us out on our Sunday Positivity Talk with Queen Candy every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. As y'all already know, we're spreading positivity and motivation, and y'all can follow us on all platforms. Next up, y'all can check out the Queen Candy Radio Show 24/7 over on Zeno Radio. You can hear music from myself and our husband, Carol G, Military Camp Records. Just go over to Zeno Radio, type in Queen Candy Radio Show, and all of our music is in rotation. So you can go over there and check that out as well. Also, y'all can go check out our book, which is titled Pain, Purpose, and Survival, available on Amazon now. It is a book of poetry. It is $20. All you have to do is go over and type in our slave name, which is Lashika Drinkard. You can type in Pain, Purpose, and Survival, and you can purchase the book. It is available on Amazon now. And speaking of radio show, the Queen Candy Podcast and the Queen Candy Radio Show is now offering radio spins for independent artists only. We can't say this enough. Clean music only. We do not accept any Judas gospel music. Yes, we said it. We are Muslim. No, we do not do that. We take payments through Square Cash Out. We're not going to give that out here on the live. So y'all will have to contact us directly. And of course, we can do business from there. So If you want to do the 2-week deal, which is $25, your music will be played on the Queen Candy podcast for 2 weeks. You want to do the 4-week deal, which will be $50. You will be played on the Queen Candy podcast for 4 weeks and on the Queen Candy radio show. And like we just said a minute ago, on the Queen Candy radio show, that's available 24/7. So your music will be played, in rotation 24/7 over there as well. Also, y'all can check out the Queen Candy podcast every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Wisdom app. Great topics, great interviews, sharing our healing journey through Islam, giving our personal stories, and spreading positivity and motivation. Of course, once again, y'all can follow us on all platforms. Also, y'all can go check out our music, which is available on all music streaming platforms currently. Selfish, National Anthem, Soul Survivor, and I Am. Also, you can check out our show with our husband, Real Talk and Real Topics, Queen Candy and KOG, our co-host, every Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that's one of the topics he's gonna say at every show, y'all, why men and women can't stick together. So that's gonna be one of the many topics we're gonna be talking about over on Real Talk and Real Topics every Thursday, y'all. And of course, we're gonna throw a whole lot of teaching in there. So we going in, we don't hold nothing back. Of course, we don't do that here on our Sunday Positivity Talk either. But we really go in over there on Real Talk and Real Topics, y'all. So don't miss that every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, y'all hear us mention all our social media. Y'all can follow the Queen Candy Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. And you can also check out the Queen Candy Podcast on any podcast streaming platform, just to name a few: Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Good Pods, Amazon, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Also, y'all can check us out every Sunday and Wednesday over on Clubhouse, the Queen Candy Podcast and the Queen Candy Radio Show every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Original music, great interviews, and real topics. Once again, y'all can follow us on all of our platforms. And of course, don't miss DJ Queen every Tuesday night on LinkedIn, YouTube, our YouTube page, and of course our Twitter. Thank you, Galaxy. Every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Welcome in. And y'all can come and enjoy original music. We are the co-CEO of Military Camp Records, so all the music that y'all hear will be produced by yours truly. Self-explanatory. Put it just like that. So, we got a long list, y'all. Y'all can come through and check that out. We just do it for about an hour, about an hour and some change. We play music that we produce because our husband has taught us and shown us how to make music. Apologies. Create music, original music that you want to hear. That's something we always believe. You want to hear good music? Create it. Because we don't hear nothing good out here right now. No shade. It is what it is. So also, your girl is a paparazzi consultant, and we will be getting back to doing these live streams. We're just waiting for our inventory to come in. You can check out Mimi's Paparazzi Accessories every Saturday at 9 p.m. on our Facebook page. You can check out our website that is available 24/7, paparazziaccessories.com. Our consultant number, which is 479-837. What we do, y'all, is we sell $5 jewelry that is lead free and nickel free. It's beautiful, glamorous jewelry. We love doing it. We've been in the business for a little over a year now, working on growing that and getting that to the next level as well. Also, you can check us out every Sunday on StreamYard. So that's going to be separate from our Facebook every Sunday at 9 p.m. We won't be live this week. Like we said, we got to get some new inventory in, but we will be back next week, y'all. Y'all can follow us on all of our platforms, our Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and of course our TikTok under Mimi's Paparazzi Accessories. Also, Speaking of TikTok, y'all can check us this Saturday and every Saturday on TikTok at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on our page, Mimi's Paparazzi Accessories, as well. So as y'all can see, you got a lot going on, and we can't forget, of course, y'all can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have two, the Queen Candy Podcast. We talk about parenting, relationships, and religion, which for those that don't know, and even if you do, we are a Muslim woman. That's what we believe in, and we know that to be the truth. And of course, y'all can follow us on our other YouTube channel, the Queen Candy Radio Show. Real topics, original music, positivity, and healing under righteousness, y'all. So that's how we get down. As y'all can see, the girl got a whole long list of stuff that we have going on. Our lives are greatest that we even allowed to do what we do. We definitely love it. Thank you to everyone that came through and checked out another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk with your girl, Queen Candy. We definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all can check us out this and every Sunday, and we will talk to y'all once again Thursday with our husband, KLG, our co-host of Real Talk and Real Topics, y'all. So with all that being said, we're gonna come through with one more track, y'all. And we hope that everyone has a safe and, of course, y'all have a good week. And we will talk to y'all Thursday.